What it is, y'all? It's your old boy Pilk, and I'm coming back at you today with the banner I'm telling you not to summon on. Spoiler alert, if the title wasn't a dead giveaway, leave this banner the hell alone. That's pretty much where we're at as players of the game and what's coming tonight, just so you have been warned and are aware, okay? Why the hell do I say that? Well, let's go down and talk about what's on this banner. Let's go look at some lovely ads here. Renzi, thank you so much for those ads. They were very thoughtful. Featured. I love Renzi to death. I'm not razzing him. Well, I'm razzing him, but I'm not, obviously trying to be a dick at least. All right. So, what is featured on this banner? Well, first of all, 7 SSRs and 5 SRs. When you see 5 SRs on a modern banner, that immediately tells you this banner is tragic. Bad garbage, and you need to leave it the hell alone. That's first and foremost, okay? Now, there are some good units on this banner, I will not lie. It is a pretty nice banner for what you're capable of receiving. But, let's talk about it first, okay? Now, we'll get to Piccolo. We'll talk about him here in just a minute. We've actually covered him in a little bit of detail, but we'll cover him very specifically with his fusion and everything here shortly. Now, we have the AGL nail card. Not a whole lot to say about that. It's a new card. It's alright. It's the best nail card in the game, I guess you could say. I'm sure I'm going to have a million comments. He's so underrated and you're being a blah, blah. Whatever. He's not hype to me. He's just not hype. Okay? Transforming Vegeta is pretty hype. Cell is pretty hype. Evolution Blue Vegeta. Now, great card. Has this dude not been on, every banner as of recent? I don't think a banner has dropped, as it feels like in, 2 years, that hasn't featured Evolution Blue Vegeta. So if you don't have him rainbowed, I think that's either awful luck or just on you for not summoning. Okay? Turles, absolutely great card. Not going to argue with that. And the Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta, I think that's the one that recently, 6 months ago, got his Easy A. And I do like that card. They're good cards on this banner. But hear me out. The main card is that new one. All these other cards have been around. They're doing their thing, and they'll be on other banners. In fact, Piccolo will be on other banners, and you'll be able to acquire him on other banners at much better rates. Okay? Just be aware. Okay? So just because there's good units on the banner doesn't necessarily mean that the banner is suddenly worth hitting. Generally speaking, you're going after the new card. So let's talk about Piccolo very specifically, and why I say leave it the hell alone, okay? Namekian's category. So this is Physical Piccolo, his leader skill. Let's go ahead and pull his card up over here. So Namekian's category, Ki +4, HP attack and defense 170%. Let's be real, that team needs that. That team needs a 70% lead because it's a bad team. Worthy Rivals. Category Ki +3, HP attack and defense 150%. Worthy Rivals is a good team. But at no point am I going to sit here and say you're going to run Worthy Rivals over any of the other teams that a lot of those units also fit on. It's Worthy Rivals is basically a secondary team for Kamehameha, movie bosses, all that good stuff. I forget the exact teams, but there are a number of teams that all those units are going to crisscross on. Worthy Rivals just allows you to use a few of those other units together with what amounts today to kind of a half-assed leader skill. 150%, I remember that when that was awesome. But we're talking, first-generation category leads. Omega Shenron and Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. That's when this stuff was hype. 170 is really what we're looking for in an attack link or attack lead, or whatever stat. If you're looking for defense or whatever for Super Battle Royale, 170 is what you're really looking for, not 150. And it makes a difference. You're talking to the difference of 40%. That's significant. That's very significant. If you don't think it is, go do some damage testing. It's very significant. Okay? So, Super Attack raises defense and causes immense damage to the enemy. Okay? Now, when they fuse, when Kami and Piccolo fuse, that becomes raises defense and causes immense damage to the enemy. Nothing changes when he does the fusion. And for the record, the leader skill doesn't change, but they rarely do. I don't think we have even an instance in the game that they do yet. Might come, but I don't think we've had one yet. Okay? Agonizing Decision, passive skill. Attack and defense 100%, so not terrible. Recovers 7% HP whenever HP is 77% or less. Foresees enemies' super attack. Now that is really good. There's, I think, one, maybe two other units in the entire game that do that. So that's very good. Like, for that purpose, he's not a bad card. But we'll get to why that's probably a little overhyped in a moment. But let's look at the passive when they fuse. Attack and defense 100%, recover 77% HP. This can't be right. This can't be right. No. Okay. No, I take that back. Super attack is greatly raises attack for 1 turn. Causes immense damage to the enemy with a high chance of stunning the enemy. I thought there was something new. So, it does add a stun mechanic once they transform. Okay? I thought I was missing something there. It didn't make sense. Okay. So, passive skill after transformed. Attack and defense 120%. Reduces damage received by 40%. Chance of performing a critical hit plus 10% to 40%. The more HP remaining, the greater the chance. Recovers 10% HP whenever HP is 77% or less. And foresees enemy super attack. So, he's really good. Like, I don't want to come across as saying this unit is bad. But the unit's not great. He's a good unit for the teams he works on. But we'll get to that here. Okay? Link skills are Z Fighters, Experienced Fighters, Namekians, Brainiacs, Shocking Speed, Cold Judgment, and Fierce Battle. That Z Fighters link, I think, is a link that's not used terribly often anymore in a lot of cards. Namekians is a bad link, because only Namekians use Namekians, and they're just not very good. Brainiacs can be a hard one to link depending on the situation. And Cold Judgment is often used by like villains. So like skills are good for the unit, but could be better. Okay? Once fused. Z Fighters, Experienced Fighters, Namekians, Brainiacs, Shocking Speed, Cold Judgment, Fierce Battle, nothing changes. Nothing changes on the link skills. Let me just double check that so it's not like switching back and forth. No, nothing changes on the link skills. So, what categories does this unit work on? Well, we know Namekians. We know he works on Namekians. He works on Worthy Rivals. Those are his two leader skills. Android Cell Saga and Bond of Master and Disciple. I don't know about you guys. I don't use those teams very often. Android Saga is not a bad team. I would say, realistically, that's probably the best team here that you could fit him on. So, Worthy Rivals you could do, but once again, I think he's the only leader for it at this point in time, and it's a 150% lead. So, if you're really looking to like build a top tier team, you could definitely do it with Android Cell Saga, but I think he's gonna have some links. He's gonna have some link issues on that team. Maybe with Cell. I'd have to look, but even then, he's not gonna get Z Fighters. So, a good unit, a well-rounded unit with a lot of great uses that just doesn't fit on any teams. So, you have my 2 cents. I'm gonna say, wait, don't summon on this banner. The other reason I'm going to say that is because if you weren't aware, what JP got around the same time is this right here. Rising Dragon banner. Okay? Double SSR rates banner. Yes, they need to take Kid Chi-Chi off this banner. Waifu-ish banner. The female banner. I'm not even touching that word with Chi-Chi on there. At least not that Chi-Chi. Give me early Z Chi-Chi any day of the week. So, this banner, being a double SSR rates banner, means if you're LR hunting or doing anything of that sort, this is the banner to hit. Now, I will also preface this by saying we don't know that this is 100% happening. It makes sense that it should happen. It should be right about the same time. It has not yet been touted in the game, but we have probably a part 2 or something following this on the 15th, and this could very easily drop at that point in time, or they could just surprise us with it. So I would expect this banner sometime later in the month. if you want my 2 cents on the matter. Or it could never happen, who knows. But I don't think they're going to go there with that. I think this banner is probably going to drop later this month. Any stone you would probably want to spend on Piccolo, wait, he'll get him eventually. It's not worth chasing. Save for this banner instead. My 2 cents. You know, double SSR rates, you're going to fill out some teams. Now, to be fair, once again, the featured cards on here are not the best cards in the world. So do check your expectations. But if you're like me and you're LR hunting, ta-da! There's your next best chance to get Kale Caulifla. Just saying. So, that is going to be the video. Sorry, I nicked my mic there. That is going to be the video, guys. Let me know what you think in the comments section, because straight up, I'm saying leave Piccolo the hell alone. It's not worth it's. He's a good card with few uses. Better use of your funds. And I say that as someone who tells you, don't. The guy that always tells you, don't go LR hunting, is saying you're better off LR hunting. Let that sink in. I'm telling you to leave a Dokkan Fest banner alone. Leave it alone. I'll preface this. I'll also say, I'll add on here. Yes, I'm going to be hitting the banner. Very, 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 very. Just like that much. Because it's literally my job. You're going to see a lot of us YouTubers that are telling you guys, don't hit the banner, that hit the banner anyways. It's literally our job to create content and entertain you people. So I don't want to hear a bunch of griping in the comments section about, oh, you're a hypocrite, blah, 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 blah. It's literally our job. It's a thing. If you ever want the realest real, come to this channel and subscribe, because I'm going to give you the real talk. Yes, I'm wearing my Piccolo shirt, but that was a complete coincidence. So, leave Piccolo's banner the hell alone. Save for this banner if you really feel like blowing some stones, or save for something way better that's coming soon enough. So, that's the video. I gotta go. Subscribe. Do all that stuff. Hit that old button. Something at a point in time that is not now, with more video games on your phone.